All right, our red word today is little. We are going to find synonyms for little. What is a synonym, Leonel? Okay, well, can you tell me what the definition of a synonym is first so we can help the class? Well, what does the word synonym mean? The same. Words that mean the same. So do you have a word, Leonel, that means the same as little? Perfect. Why don't you go and put it up? Didn't you say you discovered a tiny crab yesterday? Okay, that's right. It could be tiny. Does anyone else know what other letter? It's the funny guy. What else can say E? Do you know, Yair? What funny guy can also say E? Oh, Yair's time to shine. Y, that's right. So can you go and change the E to a Y? Funny guy at the end of words are going to say E. That funny guy, Y. Okay, Jose, do you have another synonym for small, for tiny? Mini, that's a good one. Why don't you go and add that one? Didn't you say that you discovered a mini crab yesterday? All right, now we're going to get tricked again. Now the word min-e is not going to be the funny guy Y. Does anybody know? Not magic E, because then it would say ma-ein. Do you know, Yair? It's not going to be funny guy Y. So what else might say E? E, it's not E, it's going to be, do you know? I, it's going to be I. That wonderful English language. Brian M., do you have another synonym for little? Tiny, mini. We have teeny. You don't know? Malaysia? Small. Good job. All right, you go and add small. Didn't you say that you discovered a small crab yesterday? If there's no room, Malaysia, you can put it on top of little. And I noticed a few things when I was looking at your writing when you started to write your steps. We're going to have a goal today that says I can use exact words or synonyms, which we talked about this morning, in my writing to make each step clear to my reader. Thing. 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 What's a thing? That's a good question. I don't know. Do you know what a thing is? What's a thing? Tell me what a thing is. A thing?
No. A shoe.
A shoe? Clothes? An idea? A purse? So let me ask you this. Could a thing be lots? Boys and girls, 1, 2, 3, eyes on me.
1, 2, eyes on you.
Could a thing be lots? Lots that we're talking about? That's right. A thing could be a shoe. A thing could be a purse. A thing could be an idea. A thing could be your clothes. There are lots of things in the world. So some of you may have used a word such as thing. I didn't know what thing you were talking about. But if I used the word pencil, do you know what word I'm talking about? Yes. Everybody knows what a pencil is. Yes, we all know what a pencil is. So let's take a look at my how-to. It says first, because we're using good transitional time words to have good organization in our nonfiction. First, sharpen a thing. Next, find good paper. Then, do it. Okay. So therefore, here's what I want you to do. I want you to turn to the person next to you. So partner with your partners at your table. You know who your partners are? Partners are at your table, the ones that are next to you. Okay, partner up. Only 3? That's okay. I want you to act out my directions. Because remember, if your directions are very good, then you should be able to play like charades and act it out. Okay, first, sharpen a thing.
I sharpen him up. Like this?
Next, find good paper. Then, do it. All right. 1, 2, 3, eyes on me.
1, 2, eyes on you.
Okay, turn yourself around so that your eyes are on me. I saw lots of very interesting things happening. And a lot of those things weren't really what I wanted you to do. So, therefore, was I using exact words in my writing to make each step clear to my reader? I saw Victor pretending to sharpen Yair. I saw Malaysia pretending to sharpen Bandana's hair. So was I very clear? No, I was not very clear. I should not be using the word thing. I should be using the word I should be using the word pencil. That's right. First, sharpen the pencil. Okay, now show me that. Show me what it looks like. First, sharpen the pencil. Sharpen the pencil. We all can sharpen a pencil. Okay? Okay. All right, 1, 2, 3, eyes on me.
1, 2, eyes on you.
So Carla's not here today, so we're just gonna continue. That's right. So I see you've already grabbed our book for the day, which is called Pen Pals. And if you open it up, you already notice that inside, this story is written a little differently. What do you notice when you open it up inside?
There's letters.
That there's letters, that's right. And what's a letter? Why do we write letters? Well, do we write letters so that people can learn?
No, because
Do you remember when we've talked about writing letters before?
Yeah.
We've written letters before. Why do we write letters?
Like somebody goes away and you miss us?
You might, yeah, you might write a letter to somebody that you miss. Why else might we write a letter, Kai? Have you ever written a letter, Kai? You've never written a letter?
Yeah.
Yeah, why have you written a letter? For thanking somebody? I have too. I've written a letter to thank somebody for sometimes they buy me a present. I've thanked them for that. That's good. Have you ever written a letter before, Brian?
Yeah.
Yes, what have you written a letter for?
Like somebody dies and the baby dies.
When somebody does what?
Die.
Oh, if somebody dies, who would you write the letter to? To the person that died or to somebody who's feeling sad?
Die.
How would they be able to read the letter if they already... Oh, maybe. Then maybe they might be able to read it at a later time. That might be right. Okay. So you're right. Inside here, there are a bunch of letters that we're going to read. And sometimes, as you mentioned, Ryan, we do write letters to people when they're far away from us. Okay? Sometimes we're not always able to talk to them on the phone, or we're not able to always see them. So we will write letters. Inside here, we have 2 characters. Can you touch the 2 characters that you see on the book? We're going to look at the cover, Kai. Where are the 2 characters? Okay, that's right. You are going to meet Elena, and you are going to meet Miguel. And Elena and Miguel are called pen pals. Have you ever heard that before, pen pals?
Nope.
Let me ask you if you've ever heard the word pals before.
Yeah.
You've heard that? Where have you heard the word pals before? You have? Who are pals in SpongeBob?
SpongeBob.
And who might be a pal?
Patrick.
And Patrick, they're pals, that's right. Boys and girls on the rug, this is your first warning. Remember, you need to be reading together, taking turns in 2-inch voices, Bandana. Dad and I are clapping.
Dad and I
Look at the picture.
hopping. They're hopping. Jump.
Close to jump, but it's on one foot. So if you do 1 foot, 1 foot, hop, hop. Can you hop? Can you stand up and hop?
Yeah.
Hop. Show me what hop. Can you hop, Abdullah? Hop, 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 hop. Hop. Good. Dad and I are hopping. Good. Now this one is with both feet.
Jumping.
Jumping. Turning. Do you see them? They're turning. Turning, 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 turning.
Bending.
Good. Bending. Bending. You bend? Bend and touch your toes? Bend?
Like this.
Yeah. Bending. Oh, here's one.
Stretch.
Stretching. Stretching. You stretch. Dad and I are stretching.